able to get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Front offensive has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 36, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams were able to get back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Rams 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield.
It's caught inside the 25, and all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Left side complete to Lockett. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
To Philip Dorsett.
Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Rams 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. There he goes left side. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Goff. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams Rams have got this back to a one-score game. The PAT good. It will draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, Huntley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, Huntley. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's out, it's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now it's Carson. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the 2nd.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll move the chains. Now Goff. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed, indeed. But my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10. At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff will get this to Akers out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Goff going to get this to Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Here's Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try to run the option here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Rams 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Goff. And get the man. It's Woods. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing again is gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now a run with Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Montez Sweat able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Gone. He shakes him off. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
4 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Again, knocks this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
He's across midfield.
It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now again, right side. Carson, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Huntley. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Huntley to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, it's Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us.